Gary. Gary! Gary, I swear to God, I'll shoot your ass! Oh, shit!
How about we go halves? Come on, man. I swear there's blood over this crop, dude.
I don't want your dope, Gary. I want you to show me where you really found that body.
Now put her down.
Says who?
Kill the bastard.
Don't come back.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you had company.
Ah, coffee. Give her yours. There you go.
Oh, no, it's fine. Look, it could be the same man, couldn't it? He tried to inject her.
Cops don't even buy the girl's story. They're calling it hit and run.
Yeah, but it says here that she was hitching. And it's the same area.
I'll be stealing your money. Maybe it's time you accepted the fact that your husband's going to be inside for a very long time. Start getting on with your life. Jody, why don't you nip out and check the post office?
Dean is my life.
What harm would there be?
Oh, stupid bitch spent every last cent she had on the last appeal. And she's too stuck on that murdering yank hubby of hers to pay in kind. Pity. She's quite tasty. Where are you going?
Post office.
Hold your horses. No point in going now.
Mrs. Riley? Trina. Look, I'm sorry about that. Mr. Roach, he's pretty tied up with lots of other cases, you know, but maybe I could help. Doing background for your husband's appeal? If you want.
And no offence, but I thought you were just like the office girl.
None taken. In this business, it pays not to look like who you are.
I guess not. Well, so what do you think? Look, ever since Dean went to prison, I've been watching the papers. Every time a girl goes missing. I mean, the guy that really killed Leanne Sutcliffe, he's still out there. I mean, he could do it again, right?
I suppose it's possible.
Well, so when I read about this girl, she's hitching, guy picks her up, he tries to inject her.
The cops say it was a hit and run.
Yeah, but why would she make something like that up?
I have no idea.
Well, it's the same area. I mean, it's the same time of night.
It was 5 years since Leanne was murdered.
Nearly 6. Gemma was just a toddler.
So what's this guy been doing since?
I don't know. Maybe other girls have gone missing and it hasn't been reported. I don't know. Because if I knew that, I wouldn't need your help, would I? Hey, look. Dean's no saint. And he does stand out a bit, you know? Well, because he's American and... Well, he is a bit different. But I know him. And I know what's in his heart. Hey, look. If this is just too difficult for you, why don't you just say so?
No, I'm sorry. I just need to get the background details.
John. Good morning. How's it going, gorgeous, all right?
Hello, stranger.
Jody. Long time no see.
Yeah. Hi. So, you're really working here?
Yep. Looks like it.
How come you never returned any of my phone calls? They thought you'd left the country and he said you were dead.
How'd you take it out?
Your old landlord said if I find you, I could mention the 3 weeks' rent you owe.
What do you want?
You. I need your help. Classy place you got here. Hey, look, I'm working with a private investigator, Brendan Roach. You know him?
Yeah, cockroach. Ex-cop, they gave him the boot.
Happens to the nicest people.
He was giving it to a hooker in the interview room. Taped it.
Anyway, he's laid this case on me. Dean Riley, do you remember him?
Yeah, murdered a girl, buried her body in a forest up north.
His wife's totally convinced he's innocent.
And this has what to do with me?
I don't know, I just thought you might.
Hey, sorry folks, private room. Look, I've got to get back out front.
Will you help me, Lawless?
Got a job.
I thought you were going to open up your own agency.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work out that way. Look, I wouldn't stick around too long if I was you. Once the wrestling starts, the punters get a bit overheated.
Lawless. John, you know what it's like to be accused of a crime you didn't commit.
Yeah, well, I had a mate who worked on the case, and I remember what Riley did to the girl.
Well, if that's the case, then help me prove it. I don't know where to start.
Well, tell Roach to get off his fat ass then.
You know, you came to me for help once and I didn't throw it back in your face. Fine.
Jody, what?
Piss off! Jody!
Jody Keane. Sorry, Brendan. No, I'm stuck on the freeway. There's a huge pile-up. Cars for Africa. Okay, as soon as I can. Bye. You prick. Sorry. Okay, thanks, Sergeant.
Dave Bruford. Hey, you're back, are you? No, not here. And did you hear about your old boss?
Snow.
Made inspector.
Here's me thinking lying and cheating gets you nowhere. Does everyone still think I'm a no-good junkie dealer?
Look, you know what it's like. Someone's always leaving for one reason or another. You know, today's staff bulletin, tomorrow's fish and chips.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I've been asked to dig up a bit of background on Dean Riley.
You working privately?
Not officially.
Well, Dean Riley's a nasty piece of work who is inside right now for torturing and murdering a 19-year-old girl. What else do you want to know?
No loose ends?
Well, you know who ran the investigation, don't you?
Nah, it's before my time.
Snow. Look, you just keep your head down, all right? Sooner or later, Snow's going to forget about you. You can get your license, do what you always talked about. You start stirring stuff up now, you're not going to help anyone, are you?
You're right about that.
Cops didn't believe me. They reckon I walked out in front of a car and got splattered.
Try me.
Well, I was hitching, and this guy stopped.
What sort of car was it?
I don't know. Something big and flash, like out of a movie. I remember thinking it'd be cool cruising into town in it.
And what then?
It gets kind of fuzzy. I get these flashes of trying to fight this guy off, and
You said he tried to inject you.
maybe. But, well, that could have been later at the hospital. I thought one of the doctors was trying it on.
Do you remember what the guy who picked you up looked like?
I wish I could forget.
Go on.
A skull.
Excuse me?
Just a skull. No flesh. And like these burning red embers where his eyes should have been. Or that could have been the acid.
Sorry, Brendan. The traffic was unbelievable. It was totally
Hi.
Hi.
Well, it was nice chatting to you, Roachy. Better get moving, huh?
I'll just,
Stay. I value my license. It's important to me. Probably because it's how I earn my living.
I can explain.
So when I hear that the office chick is running around pretending to be working for me, it's disturbing, to say the least.
I was just trying to...
Especially on a case I distinctly remember turning down.
Well, this could be a record for getting me fired, even for you.
Somehow I got the impression you're working as an investigator and not just a typist. Oh, the art of the profiler. The criminal mind.
Some of us aren't afraid to grow, John. Still here, are you?
So are you dumping the Riley appeal or what?
Not now. I've got some time on my hands.
I've been doing some checking around.
Oh, really? I thought you had a job.
Do you want my help or not?
A, it's the least you could do. B, I asked you, didn't I? And C, I'll think of a C.
So what have we got so far?
Riley. Visitor.
I'm just gonna tell you one time, cowboy. You vultures stay the hell away from my wife, or I will have the crap kicked out of you. You got that?
Yeah.
Good.
So you reckon you're set up, Dean? Detective Inspector Snow is in charge of your case.
What about it?
Let's just say it wouldn't be the first time he set the wrong guy up.
You know that little weasel?
Yeah, used to work for him undercover.
You're a cop.
We had a falling out over working methods.
I hate that prick.
You get no argument from me there. If your appeal is going to have a hope in hell, proving a lapse in police procedure might be the way to go, all right?
Why the hell you doing this? We ain't got no money left.
I got my reasons. Now you tell me, am I wasting my time here, Dean?
I'm innocent. Just like every other sorry asshole in this place. What the hell you think I'm gonna say?
Snow just didn't pick your name out of a hat.
I gave Leanne a ride, and I dropped her off, only no one seen me do that. And no one's seen her alive again except some bitch that did that to her.
So you knew Leanne?
I seen her around. She was a cute kid. Look, I've done some bad things in my life. I ain't saying I haven't. But I met Trina, and I started over. So you just take them dirty little thoughts of yours and stick them right up your ass.
What bad things? What bad things? Listen, the cops hung it on Dean for exactly the same reasons I would have.
You've lost me.
It seems our down-home cowboy isn't exactly all mom and apple pie. Dean was charged once before for assault and rape.
Does Trina know?
Apparently.
Well, why didn't she say something?
Well, maybe she's just going to talk about it.
Look, Dean was really young. You know, there were other boys involved.
Gangbang, it just gets better.
Dean was the one that went to the police. I mean, he couldn't live with what he'd done.
So he was a guilty rapist.
Oh, look, he had a hard time growing up. He hardly even got to go to school. And his father used to beat the hell out of him every day.
That's awful, Trina, but it's still no excuse.
Look, when I was 19, my girlfriend wanted to drive across America. And so we saved up our money and we went. One day we were in Amarillo, which is in Texas now. Car broke down. Well, this guy came and he fixed the car and he took us back to his house. It was Dean. Well, he didn't touch either one of us, but he could have. Before we got married, he told me everything about himself. He told me about the rape. He told me everything, but he didn't have to do that, you know, but he did it. He did it because he wanted me to know that he'd turned his life around. It's just not in him.
Listen, do you think your lawyers could give us access to files from the original case and appeal?
Imagine what it's like to love someone that much. To believe in them no matter what. Me neither. What if we've been sucked in badly? It's like every case study I've read progressing from teen rape to murder.
Dean made a mistake. People can change.
I knew the big softy. Oh, hang on, I forgot my bag.
How's it going?
I'm always doing that. What?
Dave Bruford.
What are you doing?
The girl claims she was picked up by a big car just past the gas station.
Driven by the devil, apparently.
She jumps out the passenger door, lands on the road about here.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, except she lands to the right of the centre line. And judging from the amount of skin that was left, it's pretty clear that's where she landed.
What's wrong with that?
Well, she jumped out of the passenger door. She would have landed on the left-hand edge of the road, you know? Probably somewhere down that bank.
What, so she was making it up?
Unless it was a left-hand drive car, in which case, out the passenger door, bang, middle of the road.
A big flash car, that's what she said.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's possible.
Can we trace left-hand drives through plates or something?
Well, they all have to be issued with special permits. Bruford?
Getting there, kiddo?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. When was this? Is that the guy who found her?
More accurately, his dog did. But it looks like pigs got there first. Forensics are going to have a hard time of it.
Same forest.
As?
They dug up Leanne Sutcliffe about 2 k's north of here.
The man who killed her is still in prison. Unless you know something I don't. Dave, I'm glad to have you on the team. Let's hope we can get a result on this as quickly and efficiently as we did last time.
Yeah.
How many trees get used up in your average murder trial?
You got anything to drink?
Yeah, gin, no tonic?
Yeah, great.
So what exactly are we looking for?
Original statements from witnesses, question in relation to Leanne's murder, for starters. Cheers.
Cheers.
See if we can't pick any holes in it.
Why would we find anything the cops missed?
They might have been so fixated on Dean, they didn't want to look at any alternatives. Here you go. Sergeant Bruford, please. Oh, OK. Could you put me through to his voicemail?
This is going to take forever.
Which is exactly why I've organised some help for us. He's experienced, he's on medical benefits, he doesn't need the money. And he'll do just about anything for you. Here, Dave, just me. Checking to see how you're getting on with those left-hand drives. Give us a call, huh? OK, bye-bye.
Tell me you're joking.
Now, she's a lady, so you behave yourself. No staring at her boobs. Oh, Wolf!
Sorry, it's wet. Wolf gets a bit excited, like his old man.
Andy, you shouldn't have.
Fire sale.
No, I mean, you really shouldn't have. Hey.
But sources confirm the body was that of a young woman found near a popular walking trail in the forest. Andrea Shaw, One News.
Inspector, is it now, Alan? That'll be Commissioner next.
How can I help you?
Thought you might like to know. Trina Riley's going for another appeal.
And?
Well, it's who's helping you might be interested in. Johnny Lawless.
Oh, God. How could anyone do that to another human being?
Some of the guys I meet, the miracle is it doesn't happen more often.
There's a cheery thought. Oh, Andy!
Bad wolf, naughty wolf.
Miss King?
Come on in.
Andy. Long time no see.
That's it.
I'll be brief.
You can do that, can you?
Neither you nor John, or this basket case, are licensed to carry out investigations on behalf of others. You're not permitted to receive money for such services, and any information you obtain may contravene the Privacy Act. You are to cease any such investigations immediately or face prosecution. Any questions?
What's it to you?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, if you'd answered your messages, maybe we could have met somewhere a bit less public.
Look, before you say a damn thing, yes, I am working the homicide. No, there's no connection to your Riley case, all right? Completely different MO, different everything.
Buy your beer? How different with the bodies?
You are an asshole. Leanne was found in a shallow grave, fully clothed. She was in a fetal position, like she was sleeping, covered in a blanket. Now, the shrink reckons Riley might have felt a bit of remorse, you know, and tried to make her feel better. That's after he tortured her, strangled her, and cut her ear off as a trophy. Yeah, latest girl, well, she was just tossed on the ground, face down, naked. No attempt made to hide her.
Any trophies taken?
Yeah, by pigs and dogs. Look, pathologists reckon she might have been in some S&M thing, you know. She had buckle marks on her legs. They haven't identified her yet, but she might be a hooker. You know, client went too far. Panicked, dumped the body, end of story.
Who found the body?
When you left the force to stop being your business...
Didn't exactly have a choice, did I?
Cut the crap. But the fact is you could have stayed and faced up. But you didn't want to. You know, you act as if Snow's ruined your life.
The truth is, you didn't need any help being a loser. You were doing a damn good job by yourself.
Fair enough.
Look, do you think getting Riley released is going to make it all better?
Did they ever find the ear?
What?
The ear. It was mentioned in the autopsy, but not the trial report.
No, they never found the damn ear.
We've been waiting for you.
I'm busy.
The lovable Inspector Snow came to see us today.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently, he was in charge of the Leanne Sutcliffe case. Apparently, he's the one who put Dean away. That's why you came on board, isn't it? Because you were hoping to have another go at Snow. You couldn't give a stuff if Dean's innocent or about me. Do you even know what it means to work with someone else? Screw you, Lawless.
Babe, what's the hurry?
Excuse me.
What would you say if I said I wanted to get in your pants?
Only room in there for one asshole.
Bitch!
You okay?
Have I got a bald patch?
Not that you notice. Okay, next time someone grabs you by the hair, put your hand on their hand and control them long enough so you can stick your other thumb in their eye.
And on that happy note, thank you and good night.
You know, Dave shut me out. No access, no information, no investigation.
Was there anyone else?
No. My former comrades wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire. You know, Snow spread so much shit around when I left the force, some of it eventually stuck. So I got knocked back on my application for a license. No firm would touch me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to invite you in for a drink, but... Well, there's probably a really good reason why I shouldn't, but, you know, I just... can't think of it.
You want to see my list?
Not bad.
Look, I've got an old friend in motor vehicles. Maybe she'll flick us some names and addresses of left-hand drive owners. Seeing as Dave's not being Mr. Helpful.
Great.
You definitely don't need another drink.
I guess not.
No. Drink lots of water.
The victim has been identified as 22-year-old Helen McIntyre, here on vacation. A local man, Gary Sutherland, found the body while out bushwalking with his dog. This is Andrea Shaw, One News.
Bushwalking. Sure you were, Gary.
Police are refusing to comment on suggestions that there may be a link to the murder of Leanne Sutcliffe, whose naked, mutilated body was found in the same forest over 5 years ago. The man convicted of her murder, Dean Riley, has always maintained his innocence.
My heart goes out to the family and friends of this latest victim. Well, it's time the police admit that they got it wrong. The real killer is still out there somewhere. Well, my husband's inside for something that he didn't do.
Right, come on. Come on, inside. Come on.
Roachy. Gary?
Shit, Johnny.
This is special.
Heard you was a narc. Rasta, sick him. Sick him.
Hey, fella, how are you? Oh, mercy, don't kill me. Gary. Gary! Gary, I swear to God, I'll shoot your ass!
Oh, shit! How about we go halves? Come on, man. I swear there's blood over this crop, dude.
I don't want your dope, Gary. I want you to show me where you really found that body.
I was sitting back there, just, you know, trying to have a peaceful sleep and that. And Rasta's barking his head off. By the time I had a look, Rasta had half dug her up. I freaked, man. I wrapped her up in a couple of garbage bags, carried her over the other side of the ridge. I couldn't have the cops crawling around here, man. 3 weeks and this lot will be wet, sticky and ready to harvest.
So why'd you tip him off?
I waited a few days. Then it started to get to me, you know. Spooky.
Was she covered in anything when you found her?
Yeah, it was a blanket or a sheet or something, I don't know. I burned it, just in case the cops traced it to me somehow.
Good thinking, Einstein.
3 weeks, man. It's all I need.
You got 3 hours, and the cops are crawling all over here. Best cut your losses, Gazza.
Shit.
You're looking for Snow? Huh? You tell Snow if I find out he's set right here. I'll prove it, all right? Cheers.
Police have confirmed that the body was moved at least 2 days prior to discovery. Police were tipped off to the original burial site and found evidence of a recently harvested marijuana plantation.
Go Lawless.
Thank you.
Any action there yet? No. At least I'm still in with a chance then. Huh?
Keep dreaming, man. So no promises, but we've got a pretty good lead thing going on with the car, so...
Oh, thanks. I'm really glad you're on the case.
My pleasure.
Hey, see you later,
See you
David.
later. Hey. It was an amazing bit of detective work finding that grave.
Stroke of luck, actually.
No, we make our own luck, don't we? The funny thing is, when I tried to be a cop, they told me I was psychologically unsuited. I think they were right.
Absolutely. Too funny, too smart.
Too big-headed. So what now?
Well, we've got to find the guy that did it, you know, get some closure.
No. You're better off on your own. Haven't exactly achieved anything of note so far.
But I was the only one who was allowed to feel sorry for themselves.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
Look, 99% of detective work is just plain hard slog. All the stuff you and Andy are doing, finding the left-hand drives, that's the sort of thing that's going to pay off.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, I know it. So how have you been getting on cross-matching your witness reports?
Say what?
Of course, I thought of it. It's obvious, but it's Jodie's show, and I respect that. We got a hit.
Right again.
Hey.
Graham Newby, veterinary surgeon, owner of a 60-caddy pale green. He was interviewed at the time because he had access to the stables where Dean was working, and the horse blanket Leanne was wrapped in came from there.
Hi there.
I'll be right with you. There you go. Just like that.
Thank you, Mr. Newby.
Oh, that's all right. You got it? Do you know what he calls that rabbit? Puss. I'm not kidding.
Whatever happened to bugs and cottontail, huh?
Exactly. So what can I do for you?
Johnny Wilson.
Graham Newby.
Look, I'm not sure. A friend of mine said someone out this way's got a Chevy, early 60s, original left-hand drive.
Actually, it's a Cadillac. 1960 Cadillac. Cool.
Everyone's saying it's got to be more than a coincidence. Well, a woman from the Weekly Times wants to interview me even.
Well, that sounds good, honey.
Jodie and John have been great. Well, really supportive.
I've been making a dollhouse for Gemma's birthday.
She'll love it.
Starting to get worried she might be getting too old for it.
She still plays with her dolls.
That's good. I'll give it to you next time you come and visit me.
Well, you might not have to. You might be able to give it to her yourself.
Think so?
Oh, God, I really hope so, Dean. Well, things have got to start going our way. We've just got to.
Oh, man. Oh, what can I say? She's beautiful.
Yep. But definitely not for sale.
You're not even interested in hearing my offer?
No, no way.
You must be immunising a lot of rabbits, huh?
My father had one identical, so I guess you could say it's a sentimental thing.
You know where I could find your father's? Oh, don't mean to sound nosy or anything. Thought I might be able to track it down.
Yeah. He left 20 years ago. The caddy was the only thing my mother let him take.
At least he had his priorities right.
Absolutely.
Do you mind?
Please.
These are the original miles. She's barely run in then.
I use the old pickup for running around town. This baby only comes out on special occasions.
Oh, well, keep looking, huh? Thanks very much. Cheers.
Lucky guess if this was the first place you stopped at.
Oh, guy up the road pointed me this way.
Nigel, up at the stables.
Didn't catch his name. See you later.
Yeah.
And we can assure the public that considerable resources have been allocated towards this case.
But Inspector,
Do you have any
Inspector,
definite leads?
We're pursuing several promising lines of inquiry.
Well, do the police have any definite suspects?
I don't think it would benefit the investigation to answer that at this stage.
Don't you think you're
would you like to
questions?
comment on the report that a private investigator found the body before the police?
A private citizen called in with useful information. That's by no means unusual.
But Inspector...
Will you be reopening the Leanne Sutcliffe case in the light of this recent murder?
It's unlikely. After thorough consideration, it's our opinion that any connection with that earlier case is either coincidental or possibly a copycat scenario. The murderer of Leanne Sutcliffe is already behind bars, where he will shortly be joined by this latest killer. Thank you.
How's it going? Got a whole lot busier since you stuck your oar in. Heard Dean Riley's in hospital.
Yeah, well, you get that when you chop your fingers off.
Well, I'm guessing he had his mind on other things.
Yeah, or he's clumsy. You want a coffee?
Prefer some information.
What is it with you? Why can't you just leave it alone? Yeah, I've got to work with Snow. I don't need this aggravation.
Well, it's just one thing.
After another, after another. Look, sorry, yeah, just this case is getting to me. You know what it's like.
Yeah. The autopsy report on this latest girl. Say what killed her?
Well, there was a fair quantity of nosinol in the system, plus alcohol. That'd keep you pretty quiet. But no, They don't know what killed her. Body was a real mess.
Stomach contents?
Look, there are 50 cops working on this job. What makes you think you'll make any difference?
Just humour me.
Her stomach was empty.
Just like Leanne. Could be the same guy.
Look, there's no connection.
Cheers, Dave.
So how do you get hold of this nosy, whatchamacallit?
Nosinol.
Is it recreational?
Sedative.
So he slipped her a Mickey Finn?
Maybe, but vets also call it methotrimeprazole.
I mean, wasn't any mentioned in Leanne's autopsy report?
Yeah, well, she wasn't found for a few weeks and it breaks down really quickly in the body. As for the buckle marks on the legs, Dave said they were looking at a dominatrix angle, but I don't know, straps or hobbles or something.
Well, as in horses. What was he doing? Saddling them up and riding them?
Please. Hang on, Leanne had saddle soap in her mouth. Maybe she was gagged with like a leather strap. We've got a real suspect here, haven't we? So we just watch him?
For now.
But you have got a plan, right?
Not yet.
Would you tell us if you had?
We're a team, right?
It's his MO that worries me.
His MO. You've been reading again.
Wait, why the gap? Why 5 years between murders?
I don't know, maybe it's just a matter of opportunity.
Well, you don't have to wait 5 years to find a girl who's hitchhiking.
True. She's got you there, John boy.
Look, I'm gonna go grab some sleep. I will leave you guys at about 2000.
Come on, let's go. Gone with the Wind, Jaws, Grease. Taxi driver?
That's a classic. Robert De Niro at his best.
What do you think this is?
Ugly.
Oh, God, you don't think? Someone's ashes. Hello, Sally. Is his mum in there?
The police were just here. Dean's escaped from hospital. Jim is staying at my parents'. She saw Dean in the garage. He's taken Dad's rifle.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, John boy's not gonna like this. Any evidence we get won't be admissible.
Then we just won't tell anyone, will we?
newbie here.
Yeah, sweet as.
It's about this invoice for the rental, the badge.
Seen those reality shows where they're sticking in minicams all over the place? Bullshit.
Fascinating.
Okay for close urban surveillance, but they're as expensive as hell.
Come on, Andy, let's go.
Where?
To find out about Sally.
Hello, detective.
How are you, Dean? Trina's real worried about you.
Yeah? Well, she ain't gonna have to worry much longer. You were right. It's that prick in there. This is all his fault.
Listen, you killed Snow, man. Who's gonna care, really?
I am.
Look, we got a real strong lead. A guy might have killed both of them.
That's crap.
How do you know? You ask Trina, she'll tell you it's true.
It's too damn hard. Getting my hopes up 1 second and getting crammed back down that hole the next.
Just give us the gun. Get the hell out of here.
No way. No!
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Hang in there, John. Ambulance.
I'm so sad that I missed seeing Auntie Sally. I promised Mum that I'd keep in touch, but I just kept putting it off and putting it off.
Well, everyone has such busy lives these days.
Was she lonely?
No, well, Graham used to visit every week. You know Graham, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, he's the vet.
Lovely man. He'd go into a room and we'd hear him telling her all the stories of his week.
So she was quite with it then?
Well, she had her mental faculties, but she was almost totally incapacitated. We did know she'd had a stroke, quite a severe one. She'd lost the power of speech and she couldn't walk or feed herself, you know.
Yes. Yes, of course. That was quite some time ago, wasn't it?
About 5 years ago.
Must have been the year down in the South Island. That was, September, right?
Yes, that's right. Graham was reluctant to place Sally with us, but of course it was too much for him on his own eventually.
Well, thank you so much for the talk.
Who's my big wolf, then? Who's my...
What do we know?
Graham loved his dear old mum to bits.
Yeah? Must be a murderer then.
Bullet wound, right upper chest. Heavy loss of blood and inserted saline drip en route. BP 8550, pulse 120. Still conscious.
Guess what? He went out with the crazy girl the same day his mother was cremated. What? What's that? He's out of theatre. They won't let me see him.
We're not going to hang around.
People to see.
Hi. Is John...
He was operated on, but he's going to be okay.
Oh, look, I'm really sorry.
It's not your fault, Trina. How's Dean?
Probably lose his fingers now, the idiot. I could kill him. Just after all we've been through. I mean, how could he just throw it away like that?
I don't know. Look, I'll, see you later, okay? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Thought I'd pop in and thank you for saving my life.
Accidents do happen.
Why'd you stop him, John? I know you hate me.
Not as much as I thought, apparently.
Have you got any idea why he came gunning for me in particular?
Because you ruined his life.
You think I set him up? John, it's not true. If there was any tampering here, it wasn't mine. Dave tells me you've been having a hard time of it lately. It might seem a little late, but I want to say I'm sorry. I'd like to think we could put the past behind us.
Are you all right?
Missed anything vital? Just telling me that's me.
See what happens when I let you go off on your own? If you had to take a bullet, why'd it have to be for Snow?
Wish I knew.
Anyway, let me give you a progress report.
Yeah, good.
2 weeks before Leanne was killed, our suspect's mother suffered a serious stroke. Then, just before the latest murder, she died. Well?
That's good.
I mean, the trauma from his mother could be like a trigger, you know, like a grief thing. I've read about similar cases.
Do you know what? Can we talk about this later?
What is it? Do you want me to get a nurse?
No. I haven't got what I need.
What's that?
Vodka. Whiskey. Pills.
Is it a problem?
And when I can't get it, you should both lay low for a bit. I'll be out of here in a few days.
Well, what
max.
do I do? Well, what if he strikes again?
If he's the guy.
What do you mean, if? What about the car?
It's been 5 years, there's no connection with Leanne.
All he needs is another inciting incident.
Have you been reading those books?
Don't you dare put me down like that.
I'm sorry. I just think we should back off and let the cops do their thing.
Well, surely you don't trust Snow.
Well, I'm not so sure that Snow did set Riley up.
And how can you think that?
Because he told me.
Oh, I see. Oh, so it's all over for you then? Why, because you and Snow kissed and made up? Well, I guess I'll just have to do it on my own then. Andy, move that arm or lose it.
Sorry. Sorry.
Next time you will be. Oh.
3 days sleeping next to a goddess and no action. You want to see something blue?
You want me to cut them off? Is there any coffee left? Andy's got a visitor.
Are you sure this is the most recent?
Oh, it would seem so. It was made before she had her stroke.
She always used to joke.
She was going to leave everything to the pony club.
Horse lover, was she?
Oh, and then some.
Oh, looks like the horses lose out. She's left you everything. Deed to the house, blue ribbon stocks.
I don't understand.
What's happening?
Flat battery. Told you it was only good for a few days.
Oh, man, technology.
Hey, wait. Where you going?
Almost worth getting shot for, eh?
Sir, I was just,
Visiting a friend. It's all right, Dave. And, there was something I wanted to ask you. I'm not asking you to betray him. I just want to know, why the hell does he think I set up Dean Riley? I ran that case by the book.
You did, sir.
Close the door.
It's a job sheet from the Leanne Sutcliffe investigation.
I can see that.
I kept it from the defense. I never wrote it up.
Why did you do that?
I thought they might leap on it, you know, use it to muddy the waters. And it was only a vague lead.
Does anyone else know?
No.
Riley killed her. You know that, and so do I. This information doesn't change that fact one iota, does it? Think long and hard about this, Dave. Unless you think it's really important, it's not worth rocking the boat.
I don't get it. The lawyer said his mother left him everything.
I'd be nice to someone's ashes if they did that. And I'm meant to be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It sure set him off, though. What on earth is he doing?
Hot date?
Stands out in a crowd, ain't it?
This was not the plan. We should have 3 cars tailing at least.
Yeah, well, we don't.
He'll make us.
He's cruising for a hitchhiker. He must be.
We could be following him for days, weeks.
You want to call it quits right now?
Oh, shit.
Down, down.
we get a decent night's sleep and call John Boy.
He can't help us, Andy. You saw Graham. He's going to do something.
Well, maybe this is how he gets his kicks. Dressing up and cruising. Doesn't mean he's killed anyone. Just means he's mad. Who isn't?
Look.
You want to give her a ride?
What's the bet he comes back?
Sorry I haven't been in earlier.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, flat out with this homicide, you know, and actually been feeling like a bit of a prick.
Don't worry about it, man. Oh. So you close to cracking it or what?
Well, I heard Snow on the tube saying we're following several promising leads. Wish you'd tell me what they are. Look, how's it going, you know, tracking down those left-hand drives?
Oh, Jodie was looking into it.
Bright girl.
Yeah, here she is.
Has anyone come up with a Dodge or a Caddy? Pale green or cream?
Why's that?
Well, it's just I was doing some follow-up interviews and this old guy seemed to remember a big Caddy, pale green or cream, in about the same area as Riley dropped off Leah.
Hiya.
Hi.
Can I get a lift?
Yeah, jump in.
Cheers.
Nice, Dave.
Look, he was an old codger. He was vague about the time. I knew it would just confuse the jury. I didn't want that bastard Riley to get off. What?
So I just thought, what the hell, you know? I'll just meet up with my girlfriend in Queenstown when she gets over her stupid infatuation.
You booked in anywhere tonight?
No, I just thought I'd keep my eye out for one of those cute little B&Bs. Have you got any suggestions?
This time of night, probably better off with a motel.
Well, you're the local.
Woman, give them an inch, they take your gonads. Yo.
Yeah, Andy, is Jodie there?
Not right now, no.
Listen, tell her there's a definite connection between the vet and Lee and Sutcliffe, all right? So don't do anything stupid, just hang back.
Okay.
Okay, you stay put. I'll be over there in a sec.
We're not there.
Andy! Andy!
Really? You don't look like a vet?
No. What do I look like?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit like Robert De Niro. What was that movie that he was in and he was a taxi driver?
Taxi driver.
Yeah, where he played a taxi driver.
It was called Taxi Driver.
Oh. Sound like such a blonde. That was such a fab movie though, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, it's one of my favorites.
I thought we were going straight ahead up here.
This is a shortcut. So, you're pretty brave. Hitchhiking alone.
Well, I guess I like taking risks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I struck it lucky. I trust anyone who takes care of animals.
Maybe tomorrow you should take a bus.
Sure.
Here we go.
What's that idiot up to?
I have no idea.
Tell Cheryl to quit playing games and get out of here. What? My girlfriend. You picked her up hitching just outside the service station. I was getting the van filled. Geez, Cheryl. I'm sorry, all right? I didn't mean it. I like you, Mum. I really do.
Do you know him? You said you were a tourist.
I'm sorry, my boyfriend and I had a fight. And I told him to leave me alone, but he just can't take a hint.
Come on, Cheryl. Let's not take up any more of this guy's time. She's a bit of a firecracker, buddy. It's him.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Milton and I will sort things out, but thanks a lot for the lift.
Oi, hang on. You forgot your pack.
Excellent, cheers.
Andy? Andy, where are you? Andy, come in!
Is that for you?
Nah, Andy, guy I borrowed the van off.
Careful, little one. Here you go.
Oh, Christ, man. Where is that dog, mate? Andy, where's Jody, mate? 1, 2, 3. Andy, what happened to Jody? Hang in there.
John, I should have told you before.
Yeah.
I knew I was doing it wrong even back then, but it just seemed necessary.
Listen, you want a priest, find a church.
Sorry, sir, you can't come.
Tell him.
All right, take that.
Okay, why'd he leave his car?
Well, maybe he thought it was less conspicuous in the van.
No, it doesn't work that way. The car's part of his trip. He loves this thing fanatically. Recent scratches on the ignition.
All right, come on. Forensics are going to be really pissed off.
Oh, shit. Okay, we got one for the garage, one for the other car, padlock, and this one looks like a housekeeper. It doesn't fit anything.
You work from home?
No. You wouldn't bring the girls here. It's too close to the neighbours.
I'd take them straight out the forest.
Okay, you keep them alive for a day, maybe 2. They both had empty stomachs. We know for a fact Leanne had dinner the night she went missing. There's a phone number on this one.
Yeah, give it here. I'll call it in.
Yeah, cut some corners on this one, Dave. You call out the AOS, Special Forces, every man you can find.
This is Timano and Realty. We can't take your call right now. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Please let me go. Help! Somebody help me!
Or you will die. Right now. Just like this. Is that clear?
Is that clear?
You only speak when you're spoken to. You don't make a sound without permission. They're the rules. Okay?
I asked you a question!
Good.
Hello?
Desperate to buy or desperate to sell?
Listen, you know where I can find the boss, do you? He's not answering the after-hours phone. It's real important.
Oh, knowing Kevin, he's probably got his hands full.
Go away!
Shut up. Are you Kevin?
Yeah. It's the second track up the hill after the old church. No, it's the third. We actually manage quite a few houses in that area.
You're right, then what?
You a friend of Graham's, Mr.? Okay. Then you go just straight on until you get to the Wilson's barn. You can't miss it, on the right. No, it's on the left. No, I mean, it's on the right as you're going there.
Christ's sake.
Well, it's no good yelling at me. The area is very isolated. I haven't actually been out there for quite a while.
Okay.
Roger, 37. Officers have been dispatched to the area. Do you require any further backup? Over.
You were watching me. Why?
I'll be on to you by now.
I asked you a question!
Please don't shout at me.
I like you. You know, if your boyfriend hadn't interfered, I wouldn't have even touched you.
He's not my boyfriend.
Hey! I was talking. Say sorry.
I'm sorry.
Say sorry again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I love this shit. You know why I love animals so much? Because they listen. They do what they're told, they wait for instructions, and they listen.
I can do that. I can listen, if you want.
Can you? Oh, I'd like that.
Dave, you there, Dave?
Yeah, John, I'm here.
Your side organised?
John, it's Alan here. What do you got?
He's out on the peninsula somewhere. It's a big area to cover, but... Christ.
John, do you read me?
He's got Andy's radio. Get off the air!
John, what's your position?
Stay back. Don't endanger the girl.
Sounds like we better get on with it, huh?
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to hurt me?
Who said I wanted to hurt you?
Then why are you doing it?
I said one question. All right, then, go on, ask me another question. Ask me about my day.
Will you please tell me about your day?
Well, thought a lot about my mum. She died recently.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I coped, you know, in my own way. And then when I finally thought I'd gotten rid of her and everything, she left me everything in a will.
She must have really cared about you.
She said that I was a boring little boy who grew up to be a boring little man. She used to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk at me all the time. She'd never ever listen. I used to think I could just get up and walk away. But I couldn't. I'd just sit there, listening to her, pulling me apart, tearing me to pieces.
You used to speak to her a lot, didn't you, after the stroke?
Yeah. Poor Mum. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't move. She just had to sit there and listen to everything I said. Every last word. Do you want to know what I talked about? First girl I ever picked up, I only raped her. You know, she didn't even report it. Like it wasn't even important.
Maybe she was too ashamed.
Or maybe she'd had so many men, one more didn't matter. Anyway, I made sure the next time I had plenty of details, newspaper cuttings, lots of special things to tell Mum. I knew she believed me then. She couldn't talk, but she could cry. I used to take her gifts, special presents, show her how bad I've been. What shall I give her?
She's dead, she can't hear me.
Maybe I could keep you a secret from her. Would you like that? I could talk to you forever. I could love you. You smell sweet. Like a kitten.
Can we get more comfortable?
I'm fine.
It's just that my legs are going to sleep.
Do you want me to untie you? So you can throw your arms and legs around me? Would you screw me if you thought I wasn't going to kill you? I asked you a question.
don't love me.
I could learn to.
Bullshit! You just screw me until the cavalry arrive.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, be quiet! Animals know love. People are too selfish.
What's that?
Sodium pentobarbital. You'd hear the excuses people have for killing their pets. We're going overseas. She's getting old. Barks too much. But when I put an animal down, they just lie there peacefully, while the light slowly goes out of their eyes.
You need to do this. I thought that.
What? I was going to let you go.
I thought you liked me. You like me, don't you?
Yeah, I do like you. That's why I'm just going to put you to sleep. Look, it won't hurt. I promise you that right now. And I won't play with you afterwards. There'll be nothing to tell Mum.
Please don't do this.
I have to.
Do you want to talk some more?
You ever had one of those experiences where you spill your guts to a total stranger and it feels really, really good at the time, but afterwards, frankly, it's just a little bit embarrassing.
Stay back! Get down. Get down on the floor.
Okay.
Get down right down!
Go on, man. How about you just let it go?
Just leave us alone!
Let's just talk about it, eh?
What the hell for?
Jody.
Your mother was right. You are boring.
Shut up.
As if it's her fault, you twisted little prick. You're pathetic. Bitch. Yeah, we're all bitches. You killed those women because you're an evil piece of garbage. You killed those women because you're stronger and meaner. So don't blame anyone else.
Come on, man, give it up.
Should we do something?
I think we can.
Is Andy okay?
Yeah, he's alive.
Hey,
How are you?
look, I sent a copy of that missing job sheet through to Trina's lawyers. With any luck, Dean can trade the time he's already done against giving you a bullet.
Good career move, man.
Sergeant. Yeah. Look, you two take it easy, eh?
Later, man. Good as I bought one. Cheers, man.
You seen a doctor about that? Jesus, I'm sorry.
Come on, no. It's all right, come on.
Oh, God, I feel like an alien's taken over my body. As bad as you are.
Would you like me to take you home? No, I'm sorry.
No, it's not you, it's not
I know. You got a long, long list, right?
I just want to go home and have a long hot bath.
Yeah.
Besides, if we're going to be working together,
Are we?
aren't we?
John. You just can't do it by the book, can you?
Guess not.